going on, fishing friends? We are here with a new segment of the Fishing Channel. We're doing regional fishing reports from the upper Chesapeake Bay all the way down to Southwest Florida and Cape Coral, Florida. Tonight, we have with us Captain C.L. Marshall. This show is going to be very meat and potatoes, getting right to the stuff, getting right to the information you want to hear. So tonight, we have Captain C.L. Marshall, who's going to cover the Lower Bay report for us, and we're going to bring him on in. What's going on, Captain Marshall? How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. Tell us about yourself, man. This being the first time we've had you on the show.
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. Grew up down the eastern shore of Virginia, hunting and fishing down there. Right now, we're running Tangier signed charters. Myself and my son, Captain Parker Marshall. We kind of specialize in the Tangier signed area, the red drum thing, stripers, speckled trout right now. Cobia is getting ready to go off. And we look forward to, I think, what's going to be a very productive year for sheep's head.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's dive right into it. What's biting right now?
Man, listen, the hot lick right now down on the southern end of the eastern shore of Virginia, down around Fisherman's Island, the cobia bites off the chain right now. Live eels presented in front of cruising cobias are yielding great results right now. But you got to bear in mind, cobia season doesn't come in until in Virginia until June 15th through September 15th. It's one fish over 40 inches per day, a maximum of 2 on the vessel, and only one fish on the vessel may be in excess of 50 inches. You cannot gaff them. You've got to have a free Virginia cobia permit, and you must report on that. And I strongly suggest before you go cobia fishing, you contact your lawyer to see if there's anything else, because it's a little excessive.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a lot to it, man. A lot of moving parts in that cobia game, but the bite's worth it right now. It's good. We got schools of reds are entering the bay right now. On both sides of the shore, guys have had some success in the lower part of the bay. When I say lower, I mean the Cape Charles area, casting artificials for them. You find the school in big numbers are there. Moving up the bay a little bit, but the speckled trout bite's been pretty darn good. Our boy Captain Pete had a hammer today. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
I don't know about you. I didn't have time to check because we just had to rush into the show.
Yeah.
But what's the record in Maryland? I mean,
I don't know what the record in Maryland is, but I know in Virginia it's 16 pounds. 16 pounds and like 8 ounces in Virginia. And the fish was only like 29 inches long. It was built like me, man. That thing was fat. But I don't know what it is in Maryland. But it's pretty odd pretty cool, I think, that the Virginia record is bigger than a lot of the southern states that really pound their chest on the speckled trout fishing. But the Virginia record is 16 pounds and change. Man, that's a tough number.
Yeah, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. But whatever, I don't know the gentleman's name on Walleye Pete's boat today, but whoever caught that fish, that's a gator, man. That thing was a bona fide.
It's a hammer.
Beast. That was a hammer.
We fished last night. We were looking for redfish last night and had 2 bites, and neither one of them stayed stuck, which was a little odd. But we did pick up some specks up to 25 inches and some rockfish. The roundheads, kingfish, whatever you want to call them, they were in numbers just enough to be annoying when we were bait fishing.
Sorry to interrupt you, Captain. I want to let everyone know we have some viewers on. Go ahead and type your comments and questions in the chat. And when Captain Marshall's done with the report, if you guys have questions, we'll answer all of those as long as we can get to them within our 30-minute time frame. So go ahead and ask questions, and we're definitely going to get to them. Sorry, go ahead, Captain Marshall.
No problem. Yeah, so fishing, on the eastern shore has been pretty good. On the seaside, those that are interested in that flounder fishing, and it's been great. From Follies all the way up to Gargatha, Willis Wharf, even up in Ocean City, man, the flounder bite's been real good. Seems like lately the preppy colors have been producing the best, man. The pink and green skirts, lively bull minnows on there. They've been producing well. A lot of folks are, catching nice fish limits, up to 22, 23 inches, and that's a nice flounder.
Mm-hmm. We don't get them like that up here.
I had one the other day down behind Nassauatics. We were wreck fishing down there trying to catch some sheep's head and hopefully a red drum in that Smith Island tournament. And we caught a load of togs down there on it, nice togs. Virginia season's closed. And but I caught a nice flounder too, which I think bodes well for what's coming up in the as the water continues to warm.
So let's roll back just a little bit with the cobia. What's your technique for those fish right now?
You know, it depends on what we're doing. You know, we do a lot of different things. We'll start our cobia season. We won't go down south like a lot of folks will. You know, we'll start right out behind the Nancock, and which at once, believe it or not, was classified as the cobia capital of the world. Nancock, Virginia. It's crazy, isn't it? And a lot of people forgot that, and they run by a lot of fish. But distribution of cobia, if you look where citation catches in Virginia are made, they're made all over the bay. You get on the other side, around Deltaville, Reedville, in that area. You know, up the bay from there into Maryland now, up around 72A. We find them that way. The boys in Smith Island do real well with them.
Yep.
What I like to do if I'm sight casting, you know, it's hard for a cobia to turn down a live eel, man. It's like me turning down a cheesesteak. It ain't gonna happen. But the live eels are good, man, and they're my number one go-to if I am sight fishing for them. If we're doing that and we want to do these artificials, you know, I like the orange color, the root beer color, you know, something like that, something a little bright, something that, you know, kind of looks like a big manna shrimp type of thing. That's kind of what I'm after. Another one that I've been real successful with, believe it or not, I got it right here. It says luck was big. They caught some reds on it this spring. It's a pretty cool lure. It's a pet spoon, but it's actually a double walled one. It's made for casting because you know, normally they're real light.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of hard to cast, but this one's double thickness. You can get them special made if you ask real nice. And
can you show that to the camera real close, Captain? Okay. And what's that called again?
It's a double walled pet spoon. It's made for casting, and they work real well. We catch fish on those casting and trolling. You know, that trolling. A lot of people discount that trolling cobia bite, but we ain't scared to do it.
And then you mentioned the trout. If we could talk about technique of trout, and then the flounder bite.
Be happy to. One thing I want to add with the cobia as well, you know, the chumming and bottom fishing with menhaden or cut bunker is a good way to do it too. I mean, it works. It's effective. A little messy, and a lot of bycatch with sharks and rays and some other crap that you really don't want to deal with, but it's effective. And the fresher bunker you can get, the better. The bay right now is loaded with bunkers. Mega boats are everywhere, so they must be in there thick. But we, you know, last night we were up on a 3-foot flat, and we had schools of peanut bunker coming by us. I wish I'd had a cast net, but that works real well. Chum tube, cut bait on the bottom. You'd asked about flounder, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
A couple different ways that we attack that. You know, I'm a big fan of fishing on structure, especially in the bay and in the offshore wrecks near Chincoteague. Big fan of that. Trolling motor that I just got from Matt Abel at Seahawk, man, I'm looking forward to getting that installed. That's going to be a game changer. That'll help me kind of hover over the productive zones a little bit better. Right now, you know, it takes me out of the game, man. I want to catch fish just like anybody else, but I'm spending my day, you know, hovering the boat over top of the productive pieces of structure. That's my job, and I get that. But that trolling motor, Sandpiper Marine installs that trolling motor on the front of there, and I can lock up over that structure. That's going to be a game.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to help me with the flounder on the structure as well. You know, if we're drift fishing on the seaside, you know, like I said, the pink and green skirts, live bull minnows, piece of squid, flounder belly out of a legal flounder, if you keep the carcass, is a hard piece for them to turn down as well. But yeah, flounder fishing's been good. Last of the ebb, first of the flood, clean water. You know, get away from the grass a little bit. You know, I like a sandier bottom. Other folks like mud, but that's where we've been real productive with the flounder. That's where we've been productive with the flounder.
That's great, Captain Marshall. We have some comments coming in, but no real questions. People just saying hello. In terms of getting engaged with you and your business,
Hmm.
People that want to book a charter with Captain Marshall, how can they do that?
Well, it's any number of ways. You can find us on Facebook at Tangier Sign Charters. That's where we are. We're there. You can give me a call on the phone, the old fashioned way, 410-251-7341.
Can you repeat that again so the moderator can throw that in the chat, please?
Yeah, no problem. It's 410-251-7341. Yep.
Awesome. Got that.
Yeah. So any number of ways. They all work. We'll be out and about this fall. I'll be doing some book shows, touting my new book. That's exciting. So yeah, we'll be out and about. We'll be hard to miss, I hope. With the price of fuel going up the way it is, $6-7 in the marinas right now, small groups such as that I offer, that Jamie offers, that Pete offers, that Matt Abel offers, when you can look to go fishing for under $200 or whatever the number is, and have a reasonable chance of catching more than one fish, having a great day on the bay. The small light tackle charters, they present a value, and in today's tough economic times, fuel, all that stuff, those folks who were looking to spend $2 or $3 offshore might be able to spend a whole lot less money with folks like us.
Man, less than $200 to go fishing. I think me and Lady C here will probably be fishing with you very soon. We do have a question that came in. Person. What'd you say about that?
That's per person.
That's not bad.
No, that's great.
Got a question from Jimmy Bruner. He asked, "What's the new book about?"
Jimmy's my good luck charm, man. I'm going to tell you. Oh, I love having Jimmy on the boat, man. Every time he comes, something really cool happens. My God, I had Jimmy on the bow of the boat. We're chasing this cobia, and the cobia stayed right up on top of the water. He had his wife and his kids on the boat. The pressure was on Jimmy, and he had the bubble gum sluggo thing on there, or whatever it's called. And the cobia is right there. And Jimmy did like Norwood did for the Bills back in the day. He went to cast it wide right.
Wide right.
And about the third cast, he put it right in front of him and connected. We had a hell of a time.
There you go, Jimmy.
Man. Yeah, man. I don't know who was happier, me, Jimmy, or his wife, man. We all were thrilled for that thing to happen. But to answer your question, Jimmy, glad to hear from you. The new book is Chesapeake Bay Adventures, Changing Tides. I'd like to say that it kind of shows a evolution through my life of, kind of starting as a young age, hunting and fishing, the way I looked at things then when I was a man in my teens and 20s. And now I'm in my late 50s. I kind of look at things a little bit different. And I think that the book kind of reflects that changing attitude, instead of a taker, more of a steward of the environment. And yeah, man, that's cool.
Where can we get a copy of that?
Well, it won't be out until the fall. It'll be out in, I'm guessing, October, just in time to make the perfect Christmas gift for the lady.
That's good stuff. And Captain Marshall, I got to tell you, you got nice choice in headwear.
Yeah, last night I couldn't find it. I did a thing with Scott Lennox last night on Fishing OC, and I couldn't find it, man. So I was repping high and dry waders last night, but I'm glad to find the hook hat. Let me tell you, for those of you that haven't, tried that product, it's a damn good product. The cost is there, the value's there, the performance is there, but most important, when you compare it to the other brands out there, it's all about the service, man. I need my prescriptions cut in. Chris does it right there. I had a swivel come back and break a lens last year, and he was so upset that he couldn't get it to me till the next day. Try that with Costa, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not, Costa's a fine brand, but I'll tell you one thing about Hook Optics is, you're a big guy like I am, Captain Marshall, and I can put those sunglasses on my head, and I've got a big head, and it's like second skin. All the other glasses I've ever had, my ears are sore, I get a headache, but like I have those things on all day and don't think twice about it.
For me, it's the nose piece. That rubber thing nose piece that I had in the past that kind of falls off, gets in the way, falls overboard, and just irritates the hell out of my nose. It's been broke 4 or 5 times for good reason most of the time, but they're real comfortable for me. They perform well, and hey, I'm a big fan of local, and I'm a big
Yes.
fan of the Pino family, except for Bill at Squid Nation. God bless him. And but I'll support them in any way I can. They've been real good to me.
That's good stuff. Well, Captain Marshall, thank you so much for joining, guys. In about 14 minutes, we have Kaz Kenny from Blackwater's Edge. He's going to talk about the Eastern Shore Fishing Report. Captain Marshall, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for everyone who tuned in. And we will see you on this show with Captain Marshall next month, first Thursday of the month. Thanks so
Look
much for
forward
watching.
to it. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Yep.
Young, just hang around. Too proud to be your